Okay, now you can hear me here, okay, because sorry, the sound, I forgot to turn on the sound. Now here is we have this pizza here, okay. Now for the box, it was very easy for us to do the UV editing, okay, because it's a geometrical object and easily you can do that. You can just simply go to the UV editor, use the automatic and go to Photoshop and apply. This is not a basic, it's not like a geometrical object, it's an organic object. Organic objects are like creatures, humans, food items. These are organic. It's a little hard to UV map them, okay, because they don't have hard surface, they have softer surface, they have round edges, okay, they have round shapes, so it is little hard. So in this case, what we are going to do is that uh, we have to create our own UV map, okay, in terms of and for the pizza. So we have to make our own pizza UV map. So how to do that? I can go to the UV editor, okay, select my pizza here, okay, and let's minimize the UV editor. I will keep this one on. Now what I do is that I have to divide them into different pieces. I want to divide them into you can say three pieces. One top, other one is the crust, and other one is the bottom, okay. So I have to divide them. To divide them, I have to make divisions over here. So I will take the edge option here. I will go to this edge, double click it here. So this edge will be selected, okay. So this will be a division for the top part. So top part will start from here and then it will go here. Now for the crust, I will double click over here with the shift key. Why with the shift key? Because if I will press double click here without the shift key, so this one will be deselected. So I have to select it back, and then when I will go here, this one will be selected. So to keep two selections at the same time, you have to press shift key, then double click. And if I will go here, you can see this one is also orange, it is selected, and this one is also orange because this is selected. Okay. Now there is one more thing, I have to make a split. Right now I will not make a split. I will just show you what will happen if I will not make a split. Okay. So, and I will also tell you what is a split. So if I will go back to my UV editor here, okay, and press the and if I will go here in my cut and sew, okay, because I have to cut these edges which I selected. I will go to the close this one for now. Only cut and sew I will open. I will open the cut and sew and I will choose cut. Now what the cut will do, whatever edges are selected, like one is here, one is here, they will cut the like these edges like this. I will press cut. Now they are cut it. Oh, okay, they got cut. Now once they got cut, what I can do is that I can go to unfold and press unfold over here. When I press unfold, so you can see that it, wait, this will take time. I have to select all of it. I have to select all of it with and select my shell, select all of it, then unfold. Okay, when I will press unfold, then it will be unfolded. Okay, so okay. Oh, one more thing is I have to do one thing here. I forgot to do one thing. I have to go to create, press planar. So it will become one again. So now it is one again, or cylindrical or planar, whatever. Okay. So I think planar. So I will turn that into a one. Now I will do the repeat the same thing because I forgot to make it planar. Okay, it was automatic, so I have to select all of it just like this. So it will become a one piece. To make it one piece, you have to select planar. Now it is one piece. Now I have to do the cutting again. So that's what I forgot to tell you. So I have to select this one, double click it, press shift key, double click this one. Now I will go to cut. I will press cut over here. Okay. Now, oops, I opened this by mistake. If you will cut it here, okay, you can see there is a cut Okay, to see actual cut, you can turn this on. Okay, this option, which is known as shell border. So I will turn on the shell border, so you can see whatever I have cut it is now darker in color. Okay, and this one is actually actual border, so texture border. So you can choose the texture border or this one. Okay, now when I am done with this, okay, after the cutting, I can go to unfold and press the unfold button. Okay, when I do the unfold, you can see that everything is unfolded. Okay, so this one is good because this is flat. Okay, that is the top part. This is flat, this is good. Okay, sorry, this is the bottom part. This is flat, this is good. Okay, but the top part here, if I will select the top part, you can see this kind of look a little weird, but it's okay. You can fix it later on. Okay, and this is the crust. Now crust kind of look roundish. I don't want it to be roundish. I want it to be a plane, like a rectangle. Now why this happened? This happened because I didn't did a split. So now I will do a split, and you will know that what do I mean by the split. So I will again go back to my create option, make it planar. Okay, oops. I have to select all of it and then press planar. You have to select all to make it planar. I will go back here. Okay, take this, double click it here, double click it here with the shift key. Okay, now I have to make a split. Now what is a split? Split is a cut from here till here. Okay, but these faces are flat. These are flat. Okay, because they can be a paper like, there is no curve, they are flat, so I don't need to split the top part and the bottom part. Okay, the only part I want to split is this crust, because crust have a curve. It's going like this. Okay, and I cannot texture it if there is a curve over there. If you know, when I showed you before how it looks like, it was like a round. It wasn't like a rectangle. I wanted to have a rectangular look. So what I will do, I will select this with the shift key, so that it keeps my other parts, and this one and this one. Now there will be a split for the crust only, not for the top or bottom. Now I will go here. Okay, cut and sew. I'll press cut. Now you can see there is a cut here, split here, and now I will go to unfold, and now you can see what happens here. Okay, so this is good, this is fine now. So what I can do is, now I can take my shell from here and fix this. The bottom one looks more perfect. The reason it looks more perfect, because it's all flat. I want the top to be flat as well, just like this. So what I can do, I can select this one. Okay, and I can go to my, I will close this, and I can go to create, and I will choose planar. Okay, so I will choose planar here. Okay, now planar will make something like this, which is not right for me. Okay, so what I will do here, I can take this my moving tool. Okay, oops, right. Okay, planar again. I can take these points. Can you see this? And I want to, let me move it down. At this stage, the planar is on the ground. Okay, if you have gone through my lesson of your of the UV mapping, you will know about this one. Okay, so this one I have to make it flat, not in this direction, it is different direction. Okay, so I'm going to fix this one and try to make it flat. Like this, or what I can do, that instead of doing that, will take so much time. Okay, instead of making this planar, what I can do is that I can do I can go to my orthographic view from here, from panel, go to orthographic view. Orthographic view means exactly on the 2D. camera angle. Orthographic, and if I will go to the top, okay, so this is 2D view of from the top angle. Now this view looks good. So what I will do is that I will take my top shell from here. Okay, once it is selected, so what I can do, instead of planar, I will use camera based. So camera is on here, so it will make something like here. Okay, I will press camera based. So once I do that, you can see that it is all clear. Okay, so I can take my planar here. I can turn, oops, sorry. Okay, I will have this one. By mistake, I just pressed the planar. So now I'm done with this one. Now I can go to panel, perspective, go back to perspective. This is perspective. 3D is the perspective view. So bottom is good, top is good. Now I have to work on my sides now. Okay, so there are a couple of ways to do it. Let's see what will happen if I will go to UV and unfold this one. Okay, yes, looks good, fine. Okay, so because it unfolds everything here. Now what if I make it straight? Okay, straight UVs or straight shell. No, doesn't work that way. Okay, or I can use a planar here. So no, planar is not that good. Let's try cylindrical. Now cylindrical is little better. Okay, if I make this bigger here, cylindrical, you can see that it is working fine. Okay, or leave it as is. You don't have to play with this like settings. Now what I need to do, I have to turn on my checker here so I can see how things are. Okay, now top and bottom I don't have to worry about, because top and bottom are quite good. They are good at their place. Only thing I have to worry about is the crust. The crust should look very nice and flat. So what I will do is that, if you will notice that here it's all deformed, it does not look good at all. Okay, so I will take my scaling tool, okay, and from here, or press R on my keyboard. Okay, scale it down little bit. Okay, now you can see it is getting better. Okay, now it's getting better. Now I can also scale it like this. Okay, so now I think it's better. All same size here. So I can move it down here, take my top part, move it here. Okay, now top I can make it a little bigger here with my scaling tool, because top is more important. Okay, the down part, which is bottom part, I can make it smaller and move it here, because bottom is not that important. Now I'm done. I can right click to move to object mode, uncheck this one. Okay, now what I will do here is that I'm done with this whole thing. Okay, and I have to close. Am I in the object mode? Yes, I'm in the object mode. I will save this file. Now I can go to my image, create a PSD network. Okay, but this time I don't want to make it a PSD network. I want to make a normal image. So I will go to normal image. This, how to make a normal image? Go to image, UV snapshot. Okay, then here you have to choose your file size, because I want a JPEG file, or I can choose PSD if there is PSD here. There is no PSD, so JPEG I will choose, and here I can change the size. Okay, 4K. I change it to 4K, but in PSD I cannot change it. Okay, now where I want to change it, I'll save it here. Okay, so I will name it pizza screen, something like that, and apply and close. Now I will close this one. close this one. Okay, now is there any question? So please let me know. Let me close all this. I'm done with this part. Okay, now what I will open is that I will open my the file which I just made in my in the 3D Studio in the Maya, which is pizza screen. I will open it up. Okay, so you can see that here is my pizza top view, which is a little darker. Okay, it's okay. I can go in my image adjustment exposure, try to increase the exposure so I can see where are these. That's all. Okay, till now everything is clear. Any question, any one of you? Okay, now what I will do over here is that I'm going to put some pizza images over here. Okay, so I will go open here. I think I might have a already made file. Okay, I will copy from there. So here I have this file, so I will copy this pizza top part and paste it here, make it a little bigger. Okay, now this is fine. Now for the bottom part, what I can do is that I have this one here. I can copy this. Okay, and I will put it under here. Now I have this part. This is the crust, so I will copy this one and paste this here somewhere and make it a little bigger. Now what I will do here is that I will go to file, save as, and call this a PSD file, and I will call this pizza texture. Okay, and I will save it. Once it is done, okay, I will go back to my Maya. Okay, now in the Maya, I will go to the Hypershade. Okay, now everyone is just let me know at this stage. Can you hear me? All of you, is the voice clear? Everything is clear? Because I just want, because I'm not getting your messages, so I don't know if the voice is clear, if you're understanding, because you're not answering for anything. So just let me know if the voice is clear, everything is clear. Okay, so now what I will do here is that I will make a new like shader here. This shader is for the box. Okay, so I will move here, okay, to somewhere here, this part, and I will go to the shader and the Arnold and AI shader. Now inside this AI shader, what I will do is that I will go in the color, and which color file I have to choose here? I have to choose the same pizza file I made. So I will click here, okay, go to File, okay, and this will be attached automatically here. But it is empty, there is nothing inside. So I have to select this one, okay. First of all, let me name it to pizza. Now I will go here in the pizza, go to image name, okay. Then I will choose the file which I made, pizza texture. I made a file called pizza texture.psd. I will open it up, okay. It will be here. Now you can see it's here. I can select my pizza now, and let me make it a little smaller, okay. So I can right click here, assign it, and let me close it here. Now you can see I have the whole pizza file ready made over here. The bottom is here, okay. You can see the bottom, you can see the top viewport here, okay. There is a little bit issue on the top part here, okay, that we need to fix it, okay. So how I can do that? I can do that in the UV editor. If I will go to the UV editor here, you can see this line. This line is causing an issue here. So if I will turn on my image here, okay, so I can see the my effect here. Okay, so here I can take my faces and let's see what is the issue here, what is causing the issue. Let me check this one. So if I take the upper edge and move it around, so you can see that it is the edge which is causing the issue. And if I take this normal one here, the bottom one here, and if I move it, oops. Or one thing I can do here, I can take this whole thing, okay, and then after that I can make it flat, okay, so there will be no issue here. So to make it flat, I have to do the same thing what I did there. I have to make it like automatic, okay, and you can see now this has become automatic. So this is I have as an automatic here. So at this stage I have like this one is fine, these are fine, okay. Only issue is with this one. So what I can do here is that I can take any one of these edges, okay, maybe this one, select it, okay, go to edit, cut it, okay. When I will cut it, so there will be a cut over here, then I will select, then I will unfold this one, okay. Actually it unfolds the whole thing, which I actually don't want. Yes, so what I have to do that I have to select all of like these faces one by one and straighten the UVs, okay, just like this. Select this, straighten UVs, okay, or select all of them together just like this, unfold along, then straighten UV. It will be straight now, okay. So now it's not getting the right way as I'm looking for, okay. So Okay, so I think I will leave it as it is. I will go and keep this. I will not keep this one. I will keep as this one. Okay, because it will take time. It takes time usually when you do that. So I'm using a very normal PC. I'm not using a very hi-fi PC. It's basically like a i5. Okay, and my RAM is 16 GB, and my other stuff are basically like a VGA card. I have 2 GB VGA card. That's all I have. Okay, now I will recreate that piece of stuff here. Okay, and then still I will go here, color. Okay, file here, and then pizza texture. Okay, so that's all what I will do here, and apply over here by assigning here, just like what I did last time. Okay, so I think this is better instead of going too much more further. So this will be like better to do here. Okay, now what I want here is that I want to do a little bit test over here. Okay, a test render. Okay, to do the test render, I should need a light. There is no light over here, so I can go back to my Arnold tab over here, because I will be rendering through Arnold, and I will choose my create light area light option here, and I can move it here, move it upwards here. I will scale it up a little bit. Okay, move it backwards, and then point on the pizza basically, because that's what I will be working on. Okay, and then exposure, I will change the exposure. I will little bit increase exposure to 12, so that I will be able to see it. Now I can close this Hypershade. I will click on my Arnold rendering window here, and when I do that, you can see that it's open. I will just press the render button here, and let's see if I can see that. Okay, so it's fine now. It's getting like closer now, right now. Okay, so it's clear. The picture is clear here. Okay, now what I need to do here is that I need to add some sort of you can say like a text, like a bump map over here, or you can say a kind of a texture option over here. Okay, like a textures or something here. So what I will do here is that, let me stop this one. Okay, I will create a bump map over here for the pizza. To create the bump map, I will use my Photoshop file here. Okay, so first of all, I will go to my like pizza first layer here, which is this one in Photoshop. Okay, before doing this, let me go to image and duplicate this one, so it won't affect my original file. Now I will go to my pizza first layer. Okay, filter, 3D, and then generate bump or height map. When I will do that, it will generate a bump or height map for this part only, the top part only. Okay, so now you can see that it's generating. Now these are the pepperonis. If you will see that, these are the pepperonis that we make it a cube. Okay, so these are the pepperonis. If you will see that, now pepperonis are going inwards, which is wrong. So what I have to do is that I have to choose invert height. So now pepperonis are popping out, which is what I actually want. Okay, so all these settings are fine. Blur value, maybe I will make it 0.2. Okay, detail scale, for now I think it's fine. I will press OK here. Okay, so I'm done with the pizza part. Now I will do the crust. Okay, so I will go to the crust. I will go to my filter. Again 3D, generate height map. Okay. Now I will choose cube over here so I can see my actual viewport. Now you can see here, this is good, okay, but it should not invert. So I have to uncheck the invert over here, okay, or let me zoom in just to see what's the best thing, okay. So let me move it down. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Okay, I don't have to change anything. This is fine. I will press just OK. Now, same thing I will do with this bottom part of the pizza. File, 3D. Okay. Then I will go to the cube here. Okay. And this is fine. I'll just press OK. Now, once I'm done with this, I will go to my image, adjustment, mode, and convert this into a 32-bit file, because I can have more like value in it, and it will apply a much more better, you can say, like a displacement map. So I will go here, change this to 32-bit, flatten, yes, okay, doesn't matter if I flatten it, okay. Then go to file, save as, and this time I will save it as TIFF file, TIFF, okay. So I can save it as pizza texture displacement. Okay. What this will do is that it will give it some sort of a height. Now I will go to my Maya. I will go to my Hypershade over here. Now it created a light shader here because I added a light. So I can hide the light from here. Now where is the pizza? This is the pizza. Okay. Now what I will do here is that I will I will bring that file here by going in the Arnold texture, 2D texture, file, and inside the file I will choose the displacement file which I made. Okay, so the file displacement I made it called this pizza displacement .tiff, this one. Now I will open this one up. Okay, now this one, the color space, I will choose raw. Why? Because it is 32-bit, and basically 32-bit files should be raw files. Okay, so I hope that is clear. Now where I have to plug this in, I have to plug this in the displacement shader. To plug this in the displacement shader, I have to search for a displacement property. To do that, because it's a little hard, I have a lot of things over here, so I have to search some from here. So I can press tab on my keyboard. So what is tab? Tab will give me to search some, like a option to search. So I will type over here, okay, I want to search for a displacement shader. Okay, I will click on it and I will get this displacement shader. Now this thing I don't need it because it's already here. So I will delete this one and I will take this one. From the file, if I will take out color and go to displacement, it will not allow me to add it here. Why? Because I can only take R value from my file from here for the displacement. So how to get an R value? To get an R value, I have to press this plus icon. Here is the out color R. R means red. Now this red I can go in the displacement and attach it here. And here I have this one. Let me pull it down so you can see. Now this one, let me open it, more values. From here I will take the displacement and input to this displacement, okay, from here to here, okay. Now, displacement value will control by this displacement shader. Right now, the scale of the displacement is 1, okay. So let's see how it will look like. Just notice there are not so much of the subdivision level over here. So the result will be not that good. So we might have to change some settings on my on the pizza. So I will go here, start re-rendering here, okay. So it will take time. Now you can see that it's not showing a result like I was looking for. The reason is that there is no enough subdivision. So what I can do, I can press stop button here and increase the subdivision of my model. Now if I will go to my edit mesh, I have add division here. I can add subdivision, but it will make my computer slower. So what I need to do here is that I have to select this one and I have to go to my like a Arnold, like cylinder shape, and to the Arnold. In the Arnold here, I have subdivision option. In the subdivision option, I have type. I will choose Scott Clark, and then I will increase the subdivision to maybe 5. So this will not subdivide my object in the viewport or in the Maya. It will only subdivide it when I will be rendering. Okay. So now it is subdivided to 5, and a result now will be a little different. Okay, so I will start rendering now. Okay, so you can see I'm getting some kind of a result now. Okay, so now it's time to increase my scale in the Hypershade. So I will go to the Hypershade here and I will change the scale from 1 to 5. So let's see how it will affect. So if I will go back here, okay, and refresh it. So now you can see it's popping up. Okay, now you can see it's quite popping up now, but I think 5 is too much. So I think let's make it 3 or something like that. If you want to see the result in a best way, what you can do is you can go to view, okay, sorry, in the shading option here and choose basic. When you click on basic, you can see only the basic of the base of your object. So you can see that it's too like the displacement is too high. Okay, so I can go here back to my displacement. Let's make it 2 for now, and let's see how the 2 will look like. Okay, so let's see how the 2 will look like. 2 is fine. So I think 2 is fine. I will stick to 2. Okay, so now we are done with the displacement. Now there is a subsurface scattering. Now what is the subsurface scattering? Subsurface scattering is something that allow your light to pass through your object. Now every organic object, okay, might have do have some sort of subsurface scattering. Hard objects also have, but not most of the time. But the like soft objects have. Okay, how I can add a subsurface over here? First, let's see what is the subsurface scattering. Okay, now let me show you some example here of subsurface scattering here. Now if you will see here, this is the hand, and when you put the light behind the hand, you see this kind of red blood like scattering. This is called subsurface scattering. Okay, so you can see subsurface scattering on most of the organics part. But this subsurface scattering is not only on human beings, this is also on the other item, just like this if you will see. Okay, like it have on the, like the gummy bear, okay, or you can see on the stone wax, okay. So, or these kind of decoration pieces, fruits, okay. So there is some subsurface scattering on them, like many of these objects, like here you can see that. So pizza is right now, when we are rendering, it looks like it's made out of ceramic, okay. It's made out of stone or concrete. It does not have any kind of realistic like feeling. So we have to add a little bit subsurface scattering on our pizza. Now how to do that? We can put a color as a subsurface, or we can put like the image of the pizza image by itself. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. Let me minimize this one so you can see the result while I'm doing the changes. Okay, and let me make this one smaller as well. Okay, so usually for Maya it requires two screens. I do have two screens, but you cannot see two screens on your computer, so that's why I have to show the screen. Now I will go to the pizza here, okay, and then there is a subsurface scattering, subsurface option here. Right now subsurface is 0. That means there is no value over here. Okay, let me put this one here. Okay, so there is no value. So if I will turn it on, you can see that what is happening to pizza. It is now, it has become white because I have increased it. Okay, now there is a subsurface color. Subsurface color, it's always better you keep the same color of your file that is on the base. So what I can do is that I can drag from here this like out node and go to the subsurface just like this. Okay, now I have this color here. Okay, so it is applied here and you can see that I can see the result clearly. Okay, but the subsurface is scattering a lot. There is a lot of scattering over here. Okay, so which I don't think is what we are looking for. Let me do one thing. Let me remove from the surface color also and base color also, so just to show you what the actual result is. Okay, let me take this crop button and only render this part, this region. So I will only render this region just to show you how the result is. So it kind of look like this. Okay, if I'm using like a radius color, white. If I change the radius color to red, so it will look like something like this. Okay, so it is rendering still. Now you can see that a bit blue, a bit red, a bit blue, a bit red. Okay, what if in the radius I use the same pizza image, okay, that I was using? So if I will go here and bring this to the surface radius, so it will look like something like this. Okay, you can see that the pepperoni is popping up here. Okay, and you can see the cheese is popping up there, something like that. Okay, so that can be also used. So you have different number of like ways to do the subsurface scattering. I will use this image as a subsurface scattering right now. So this subsurface looks fine, but the type I can change it to random walk to because it will provide me much more better result. Okay, and at the same time what I will do here is that I will reduce the value of the subsurface. Right now the subsurface value is 1. Let me make it 0.5 and see what is the result. Okay, little bit low it has become, but still it's kind of there, but I think 0.5 will work. Okay, or let's try 0.2. Let's see 0.2. I think 0.2 is much more better. So I will use the 0.2. But if you remember, I just removed this pizza color from my base color and also from subsurface color. I have to bring that back to it. So I will take my outer color, I will put it back to the base color, and also I will put it back to my subsurface color here. Okay. So now I'm fine with this. Now if you will notice that pizza is more it kind of more look organic as it was before. Okay. Before it was kind of dull. Now it looks a little bit more organic because there is a subsurface scattering. Okay. So whenever you have something organic, try to add subsurface scattering to it so you can have some realistic result. Now there is basically we are lacking some sort of you can say like a specular map. Now specular on a pizza, if we look at the images here, okay, if I will search for pizza images, so let me search for image where there is a good light here. This is good. Okay, now if you will notice that in this pizza picture, just notice there is less highlights on the dough, on the crust, but there is more highlights, sharp highlight, okay, on the pepperoni and on the cheese. Okay, so that's effect I have to create on my pizza. Okay, so I have to make this little bit smaller here, and before that let me search only this region, render only this region, otherwise it will take time. Or let me move this region a little bit down here, so I can see also the this part. Okay, now if I will go here in my pizza texture, down I have here, up I have here specular map. Now specular is what is the highlight, control of the highlight. Okay, right now the weight is 1, that means there is 100% specular there. Now this is the roughness. 0.2 means sharp highlights, and if I will make it 0.5 or something like that, it will be a you can say a dull highlight. Okay, so let's see from let me do one thing here. Let me stop this one. Let me go to the render setting, AOVs, then I will take my specular map from here and add it here, then close this. Now if I will start rendering again, okay, go back here in the beauty and I will get specular. So I can turn on the specular and you can see how the specular is. Okay, so now you can easily see what is the specular is doing. Right now it's 0.5. If I will make it 0.2 again, so you can see how strong it is. Okay, if I will make it 0.8, you can see it's very soft, very dull. 0.5, little bit less dull. It will be, the result will be a little bit more or like less dull. 0.2 will be like that. Okay, this is 0.2. Let me do one thing. Let me make it 0.35. 0.35 is good, but issue with me right now, let me go back to my beauty pass. The issue for me right now is this. This should not have any sort of highlight of a specular. I don't want a very high specular on this one. On the, I mean the crust. So what I need to do is that I have to make a you can say weight mask. Now what is a weight mask? Weight mask will be applied on the weight. So whatever will be the white area will be affected like here, and whatever with the black area like this one will not be affected. So this is very easy to make. I will go to my Photoshop, okay, go to my pizza file over here, duplicate this one, okay, and what I will do here is that this pizza image I will completely, I will change its color to white. I will go to color overlay, make it white, okay. Sorry, I'm opening a wrong file. This is not the right, this is the one, okay. So I will take my pizza, double click on it, and then I will go to my color overlay, make it completely white, color overlay, so it will be white. Rest, I will make them black. So what I will do, I will make a new layer, okay, and add a black over here. Oops, it's white or red, sorry, black. But I don't want completely black because there will be no specular on the crust. I want a little bit specular on the crust. So instead of black, I will use a dark gray. So gray means a little effect will be applied. White means a lot of effect will be applied. Okay. So basically what will happen here is that, so the white is only on the pizza. So pizza will have a high specular effect. Okay. And on the other parts like the crust and the back, there will be no such issue, or like no such specular. So I will go to file, save as, okay, and go to my JPEG here, and I will name it specular weight, and press OK. Now I will go back here to my Maya. Okay, inside here I will go to my pizza, specular weight, and click over here. Once I will click again, I will choose file. It will give me this file, blank file on my screen, on my shader. I have to click here, go to image file name, and then specular weight, this one, I will choose it. Okay. Now what it will do is that whatever is white will be applied, and whatever is the black will not be applied with the effect. Let me render it, and then you will see the result. So I turned the, this crust part white. So let me go to the specular map here. Okay, so you can see here this is applied, it's rendering now right now. Okay, let me go back here. Okay, so here it will be applied less, here it will be applied more. Okay, so if I will make this isolated, if you will see this button isolated, you can see that here it will be applied less and here it will be applied more. This is what I made in the Photoshop. Okay, and this is what I'm getting as a result. But I think gray is not that affecting too much. What I can do is that instead of gray here, let me add a white here. Okay, and save it as a JPEG again. Okay, and specular weight 2, number 2. I will type it here 2. Okay, go back to Maya. Now instead of here using this one, I will go here. Okay, let me do one thing. Keep it rendered. I will turn this one on so that I can see what is the result. Now here, instead of this file, the one that I use, specular weight, normal one, I will go back here. I will choose the one which has created with the black, not with the gray. Okay, I will open it up, and then here it will now it's black. Now let's see, uncheck this one. Okay, go to the specular. Okay, now you can see there is a less effect over there. Okay, and if I will apply, one more thing I have to do, because here if you notice everything here is on the color base. Can you see this color? This one is alpha, but this is color. Now what issue I have here is that it says out alpha, not out color. So what I can do, I can click on my option, this file over here, the weight I cleared. I will go a little bit down. Here I have option called alpha is luminance. So I will check this one. When I will do that, you can see there is no specular, 100% no specular over here. Let's try with the old file, which was the specular label, specular weight 1, which is with the gray. Open it up. Okay. Here there is, but it's not showing too much. Okay. Now if I will go to my beauty, so there is no specular over here. So let me close this one. Open this. Okay. So everyone, is it clear about the pizza and the box? Because I want to give you a break, so you can go on a break and then we will continue. Okay. So after the break, I will let you know again. So you have to come back. Okay. I will give you a new link of the YouTube file. You can go for it. 20 minutes break. After 20 minutes, we will start again. Okay. So we will start again. We will add some more stuff over here and more other files here. Is it clear? Okay. So I'll just stop it here and then I will let you know and then we will start. Okay, so take care. After 20 minutes, right now it is 4:52, so 5:15 or 5:10 we will come back. I will on WhatsApp or on Blackboard, I will let you know. Okay.